Jnanakosha, Puranas, Introduction.
सर्गच्च प्रतिसर्गच्च वंशो मन्वन्तराणि च वंशानुचरितं चैव पुराणं पञ्चलक्षणम्.
Skanda Purana. Jagannath idol is carved out. After the rituals of final yajna are ended, Narada advised Indrajimna to perform the rituals of Purnahuti to mark the end of yajna ceremony. Narada then went on to say, a tree is considered to be the partial incarnation, Ansha Avatara of Lord Vishnu. For each of his hair that falls on the earth gets transformed into a tree. Narada then pointing towards a tree told Indrajimna, the Almighty Lord has manifested himself in the form of this tree. Now you should make preparation to get this tree installed on the great altar inside the temple. The tree to which Narada had pointed out, unique in the sense that it had only 4 branches on it. Indrajimna, following the instructions, ordered his men to uproot the said tree and then install it on the Mahavedi inside the temple. But at the same time he was wondering as to who would carve out the 4 idols of Jagannatha, Balabhadra, Subhadra and Sudarshan Chakra. Suddenly a heavenly voice heard, Lord Vishnu would manifest himself on the sacred altar on his own. An old carpenter who is standing among you should be sent inside the temple premises. The main door of the temple should then be shut and nobody should try to enter the temple till the idols are made ready. One more thing to be kept in mind is that all of you should keep on beating drums so that nobody hears the sound emanating from the carving of the idols. Anybody who hears this sound is doomed to become deaf. Similarly, anybody who tries to see the act of idols being made shall lose his power of sight. Indrajimna made elaborate arrangements as per the instructions given by the heavenly voice. The old carpenter was sent inside and main door of the temple shut. On the 15th day, Lord Jagannatha manifested himself along with Balabhadra, Subhadra and Sudarshan Chakra. Once again heavenly voice was heard which said, O king, get all the 4 idols colored on the basis of the complexion of the respective deities. The color of Jagannatha's idol should be dark blue, similar to that of dark clouds. Similarly, the idols of Balabhadra should be colored in white, just like his fair complexion. The color of goddess Subhadra idol should be reddish, just like the rising sun. Sudarshan Chakra should be painted deep red. Either the descendants of Vishwavasu or your royal priest are entitled to participate in the consecration ceremony of the idols in future events. Indrajimna, once again following the instructions, got the idols colored in the way specified by the heavenly voice. After that, all the 4 idols were adorned with beautiful apparels and ornaments. Now they really look divine in their new looks. Looking at the divine idols of Jagannatha, Indrajimna went into trance. Seeing his condition, Narada advised not to waste time and seek any boon from Lord Jagannatha, because the sole purpose for which Jagannatha had manifested himself was to bless him and to fulfill his wish. Indrajimna immediately realized what Narada meant to say. He visualized Lord Jagannatha in the following way. O Jagannatha, help me out from the sorrows of this world. I don't aspire for anything else. Subsequently, Narada and the whole entourage which had come along with King Indrajimna worshipped Lord Jagannatha, Balabhadra, Subhadra and Sudarshan Chakra. Lord Jagannatha was worshipped amidst the chanting of Dvadasha Shakar mantra, while Jagannatha was worshipped with Purusha Sukta. Similarly, Subhadra and Sudarshan Chakra were worshipped amidst the chanting of Devi Sutra and Vedic verses respectively. Finally, donations were made to the Brahmins and everybody was sent off with respect. Consecration of the idols. King Indrajumna was anxious to get performed the rituals of consecration as soon as possible. So he asked Narada, I am not aware of the proper rituals that are employed in the consecration of an idol. I need your help in this regard. Narada then made a list of articles required for the consecration of idols and instructed Indrajumna to make ornaments for all those items. He also instructed the king to get constructed a grand palace for Lord Brahma, who was supposed to arrive shortly to perform the consecration ceremony. Narada said, get constructed 3 chariots for all the 3 deities. The chariot meant for Lord Jagannatha should have a mast on its top with the figure of Garuda on it. Similarly, Balabhadra's chariot should have a mast with a plough drawn on it, whereas Subhadra's chariot should have a mast with a beautiful lotus drawn on it. The number of horses pulling the chariots of Jagannatha, Balabhadra and Subhadra should be 16, 14 and 12 respectively. It did not take much time to construct the 3 chariots as per the instructions given by Narada. Very soon Lord Brahma arrived there, accompanied by all the deities, to perform the consecration of the 4 idols. On seeing Lord Brahma, Indrajumna's joys knew no bound, and he paid his obeisance to the Creator. Lord Brahma said, see how fortunate you are. All the deities and sages have come here to help you in your cause. Lord Brahma then performed the rituals of consecration on the auspicious day of Ashtami of the bright half of the Hindu month Vaishakha. The day was Thursday and the nakshatra was Pushya. Rath Yatra. Dwelling on length about the auspicious days on which Rath Yatra should be taken out, sage Yamuni told the assembled sages, the combination of Tej falling in the month of Vaishakha, bright half, and Rohini nakshatra is considered to be extremely auspicious. A king should get constructed 3 chariots on the above mentioned day. The entire path along with the chariots as well as the procession is supposed to pass should be decorated with beautiful flowers and banners. On the second day of the bright half of the Hindu month Ashad, all the 3 deities are worshipped and subsequently installed on their respective chariots, which are then pulled by the devotees. The procession then passes through the major routes of the city so that people can pay their obeisance. After reaching Gundicha Nagar, the procession should stay there for 7 days on the bank of Bindu Tirtha. On the 8th day, all the chariots should begin their return journey. This famous Ratha Yatra lasts for 9 days. Some prominent places of pilgrimage. One sage Shaunak asked Sutaji about the means which enabled human beings to attain salvation in Kali Yuga. Sutaji recounted a tale. Once Kartikeya had posed the same question to Lord Shiva. Emphasizing on the importance of pilgrimages, Lord Shiva had told him that in Kali Yuga anybody could attain salvation by going on pilgrimage to holy places. Giving names of some prominent holy places and rivers, Lord Shiva had told Kartikeya that some of them were capable of fulfilling any wish of a man, while some gave salvation. The names of some prominent rivers Lord Shiva had given were Ganga, Godavari, Narmada, Tapati, Yamuna, Kshipra, Gautami, Kaushiki, Kaveri, Tamraparni, Chandrabhaga, Sindhu, Gandhaki, Saraswati. According to Shiva, all these rivers were not only capable of fulfilling any wish of a man but also giving salvation. Naming some prominent holy places, Lord Shiva had told Kartikeya that Ayodhya, Dwarka, Kashi, Mathura, Avanti, Kurukshetra, Ramatirtha, Kanchi, Purushottam Kshetra, Pushkar Kshetra, Varaha Kshetra and Badri Kashram were capable of liberating a man from the sorrows of this world. Lord Shiva had told Kartikeya, anybody who goes on a pilgrimage to Ayodhya becomes absolved of all his sins. Lord Hari dwells at Dwarka and does not abandon it even for a moment. A devotee who takes a holy dip in river Gotami and then pays obeisance to Lord Krishna attains salvation even if he is ignorant. In the same manner, one who takes a bath in the holy Panchaganga at Varanasi becomes free from the cycles of birth and death. Anybody who goes on a pilgrimage to Kashi and pays obeisance to Lord Vishwanath is freed from all the bondage of this world. Great importance has been attached to the performance of Tarpan at Vishwakarma Tirtha, and anybody who performs the rituals of Tarpan with sesame seeds and water, his ancestors are freed from the tortures of the hell. Taking a holy dip in Koti Tirtha at Avantipuri in the Hindu month of Vaishakha and worshipping Lord Mahakaleshwar to absolve the man of all his sins. Donating gold either at Kurukshetra or Ramatirtha on a solar eclipse day helps a man in attaining salvation. Going on a pilgrimage to Purushottama Kshetra and worshipping Lord Jagannatha after taking a holy dip in Markandeya Sarovar bestows incomparable virtues. Badrinath, the dwelling place of Lord Vishnu, is considered to be the supreme place of pilgrimage, and even its remembrance is capable of giving salvation. Virtues attained by the performance of various deeds, tapa, yoga, samadhi, appear to be insignificant as compared to virtues attained by going on a pilgrimage to Badrikashram. The majesty of Badrika Kshetra. Kartikeya asked Lord Shiva, how did this sacrosanct place originate? Who is the presiding deity of this place? Lord Shiva replied, Badrikashram is an eternal city and Lord Narayana is its presiding deity. A mere sight of Badrikashram is enough to free a man from all the bondage of life. There are numerous other holy places situated in the vicinity, Kedarnath being one of them. To emphasize the significance of Badrikashram, Lord Shiva narrated the following tale to Kartikeya. In Satyuga, Lord Vishnu existed in his physical form at Badrikashram for the benediction of human beings. But in Treta Yuga, only sages had the pilgrimage privileges of perceiving him with the help of yoga. At the advent of Dwapara, things changed drastically and Lord Vishnu just disappeared from Badrikashram. Deities became worried and asked Lord Brahma about the reason that made Lord Vishnu disappear. Even Lord Brahma had no answer to this question. Thinking that Lord Vishnu must have gone to Kshirosagra, his eternal abode, all the deities led by Brahma went there. They eulogized Vishnu, who emerged from the Kshirosagra, but none of the deities except Lord Brahma could see him. Lord Vishnu told Brahma that the main reason why he disappeared from Badrikashram was the flawed intelligence and arrogance of the deities. Brahma informed the deities whatever Vishnu had told him. All the deities were ashamed of themselves and returned to heaven with long faces. Feeling pity on the deities, I disguised myself as a sannyasi and carried Lord Vishnu's idol from Narada Tirtha to Badrikashram and installed it over there to uplift the saging morale of the deities. This is how Lord Vishnu once again graced Badrikashram with his presence. Even a grain of prasad had at Badrikashram is enough to liberate a man from all his sins. The importance of Hindu month Kartika. Once, on being asked by some sages about the significance of Hindu month Kartik, Sutji narrated the following tale. Once, Narada had asked Lord Brahma the same question. At that time, Lord Brahma had revealed to Narada that Kartik was supreme among all the months Just as Lord Vishnu is supreme among all the deities and Badrikashram is the crown of all the places of pilgrimage. According to Brahma, all these three would have greater significance in Kali Yuga as compared to any other yuga. Kartik is very dear to Lord Vishnu, and any virtuous deed done during this month never goes without being rewarded. One important characteristic of this month is that all the deities live in the proximity of human beings for the entire period of the month and accept everything that is offered to them. Penance done in this month or donations made during this month is believed to give imperishable virtues. There is a special significance of donating food grains during this month. Similarly, worshipping Shiva Shaligram during this month also has great significance. Observing austerities during this month or worshipping Lord Vishnu with appropriate rituals liberates one's ancestors from the tortures of the hell. Worshipping Lord Vishnu with the petals of lotus helps him to become absolved of all the sins committed in his previous many births. Worshipping Lord Vishnu with tulsi leaves helps one in getting cured of incurable diseases. The importance of holy dips in Margadarsh Shri Shri. Continuing with the description of the significance of various months, Sutaji said, once while Lord Vishnu was engrossed in his Yoga Nidra at Shwetadvipa, Lord Brahma arrived there and requested him to describe the importance of Margashira. Lord Vishnu had told him that a devotee aspiring for unification with him must observe austerities during this month. Describing the proper method of observing austerities, Lord Vishnu had said that one should get up early in the morning and after performing the ritualistic achaman, he should remember me by chanting my 1000 names. Next, he should take his bath according to the rituals mentioned in the scriptures as follows. He should remove some soil from near the roots of tulsi plant and pluck few tulsi leaves. Holding both the things in his hand, he should chant either Gayatri mantra or the mantra Om Namo Narayana so that they become sanctified. While taking his bath, it is a must to acknowledge Ganga in the following way. O Ganga, though have manifested from Vishnu's feet and hence called Vaishnavi, myself being a devotee of Lord Vishnu, you should protect me from all the possible sins I am likely to commit in my whole life. A devotee should say this prayer for 7 times and take the same number of holy dips in the river. He should then put on tidy clothes and perform tarpan in the names of all the deities, sages as well as ancestors. The significance of charity made in Vaishakha. Continuing with his tale, Sutaji said, once King Ambarish asked Narada about the reason why Lord Vishnu had specifically liking for the Hindu month Vaishakha. Narada's answer was that Vaishakha had been given special privilege by Lord Brahma himself and is believed to fulfill all the wishes of a man. No other month is as dear to Lord Vishnu as Vaishakha. The sin raises its ugly head only till a devotee has bathed before sunrise in the month of Vaishakha, but once he has taken his bath, all his sins just disappear. This is also the period when all the deities are believed to dwell in all the rivers, ponds, lakes apart from the holy rivers. Great significance has been attached to doing charitable deeds in this month, especially providing water to thirsty. Similarly, donating certain articles like umbrellas, fans, shoes, all have their own importance. One who gets constructed an inn for the comfort of the travelers and provides water to them attains imperishable virtues. No charitable deed can ever match the virtue of donating food grain, and one who accomplishes this great act can be aptly called a Pita, father. Ayodhyapuri. Once, on being asked by sage Bharadwaj and few others about the grandeur of Ayodhya, Sutati replied, Ayodhya, a sacrosanct city, is based on the bank of river Sarayu. It is the very city where the famous king Ishwaku ruled once upon a time. The term Ayodhya means unconquerable and consists of three root letters, a symbolizing Brahma, symbolizing Vishnu, and symbolizing Rudra. It is a place where Lord Vishnu has his abode for eternity and does not leave it even for a moment. According to the scriptures, Ayodhya is based on Sudarshan Chakra. It is well expanded in the radius of 1 yojana. Its eastern boundary stretches up to 1 yojana from a place called Shahasradhan. Similarly, the western front stretches up to 1 yojana from a place called Sama, the southern up to 1 yojana from the bank of Sarayu, and its northern boundary up to 1 yojana starting from the bank of river Tamasa. In ancient times, a Brahmin named Vishnu Sharma had performed an austere penance at Ayodhya. Lord Vishnu had appeared after becoming pleased by him and had created a holy place by digging up the earth with his Sudarshan Chakra. Anybody who takes a holy dip in Chakratirtha becomes absolved of all his sins.